أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وبعد. Inshallah, we continue with our sisters mentorship class. The theme for this month at Masjid As-Salam is civic engagement. Civic engagement. Civic يعني social, يعني what is your engagement in the community? And to be engaged in community, you have to understand like what you want to be engaged with, what is the topic about. And as I mentioned in khutbah, last Friday khutbah, I said you cannot successfully engage with anything except when you identify the main components of this equation of engagement. Who is engaging with who? Engaging about what, when and where, and what are the standards, the criteria. Again, to engage with anyone or anything, to engage in any activity, you have to know who is engaging with who, or whom you are engaging with, who's the other side. And what is it about? And where are you going to do that and when? What is the timeline? So what is the outcome of it? There is even a step before that, all of that. Who am I? What are my duties? What are my rights? What are my responsibilities? What is my capacity? Okay. So you have to identify who you are. I'm a human being. Okay. What does that entail? I'm in this world. Allah created me. I'm a Muslim. And all of that is very important. So you have to understand who you are and what does that entail. You're a human being, you're a Muslim. And then what is the role that you have? I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a wife, I'm a teacher, I'm rich, I'm healthy, I'm poor, what all of that entail as well. So this is also very important. Okay. So once you understand all of that, then you know exactly what you need to do. Because, when you say I'm a human being, what are the rights of other humans upon you? What do you expect from other human beings? What is the daily interaction that you have with them? How it should look like? That's the human being. As a Muslim, I say La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. What does it entail? Okay. And basically, like what are the duties toward Muslims and non-Muslims? I am a father, and I am a husband, and I am an imam. Okay, things like that. I'm an imam. I am a person who's having knowledge or having a certain skill. What are my responsibilities, and what is my ability? What is my aptitude? Like, all of that. So once I understand all of this, when I understand that very well, then it is easy to know what is going to be expected from me. It's easy to know what is going to be expected from me. People always having issues because they do not know their expectations, right? They do not know the expectations from them. And why they do not know the expectation from them? Like some people come to the masjid, for example. They come to the masjid. And they just pray and leave, right? They just pray and they leave. So you ask them, like, what is your responsibility? They say, oh, I'm being a good Muslim. And I want to, I want to please Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay, there's no doubt about that. Alhamdulillah, you're doing that. And I want to enter Jannah. Then you ask them, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? Then they will tell you, just do what is expected from me on a daily basis, right? I'm going to do that on a daily basis. Then you tell them, but is that it? Like this is what is expected from you to this world? Do you understand like how and where and when? Just basically the whole idea is to be routine, like do the routine thing from the expected from them, and that's it. Okay? And that's not enough. For example, that's not enough for sure. We know that that's not enough. You have to know what is your impact. Why Allah make you a Khalifa in this world? To impact others, to do things. The prophets of Allah Azza wa Jalla were sent to humanity so they can benefit them. It's not just like, I'm going to pray and fast and go to Hajj and expect that Allah Azza wa Jalla will forgive me and that's it. No, that's not enough. That's not enough. So civic engagement basically is something very, very important. When Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam succeeded to teach his Sahaba, how they do this, like how each one of them should understand. So, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, the Prophet told them, oh, Abu Bakr, you are a very wise person, you are a very patient, you're very patient with the Ummah and all of that, right? So the Prophet ﷺ told Abu Bakr that. So this way, Sayyidina Abu Bakr knows his own aptitude. Told Umar ibn al-Khattab, shaitan runs away from you, Ya Umar, whenever he sees you. So now Sayyidina Umar knows his own aptitude and his own ability. Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, if I would take you as my support, like Musa alayhi salam take Harun, but there is no prophet after me, So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made that very clear to Sayyidina Ali, that you are like that. Like Musa and Harun were brothers. You are like that to me, but Harun was a prophet, but there is no prophet after me, So once the Sahaba knew this, they engaged accordingly. Each one of them knew the amana upon them, and they acted accordingly. So for us now to have civic engagement, you have to do like kind of understand who you are. So what I'm advising you is, inshallah, you are going to get a personality test. So Sister Maryam is here. Sister Maryam there. Sister Maryam, are you here or not yet? Siti, is Sister Mariam around?
This is Siti here. Yes, I see Sister
Hello.
Mariam.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Sister Mariam, are you here?
Assalamualaikum. Yes, I'm
Alaikum
having
salam.
trouble with the technology today.
No problem at all. No
Alhamdulillah.
problem. Alhamdulillah. So, yeah, so we wanted to have a personality test and the learning style test.
Okay.
We good with that?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Can you arrange that, inshallah?
Yes?
Yes, inshallah. I'm looking for one right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So with that, it's very important. So once you know your personality, then basically you will understand who you are. Okay. You'll understand who you are, and you'll understand your strength and things. I'm not going to say weaknesses, but things that need work. Okay. And you go from there, because it's very important. Like, I know myself, for example, that I am an auditory person. Visual, yeah, but auditory more. I listen more, and then I analyze more. So it goes through my ear a lot. So the things I hear affects me more than the things I see. Sometimes the things I see is a distraction. So I like it to be very dark to be able to sleep, even though my eyes are closed. I have to dim it dark. It has to be pitch black for me to be able to sleep. And anything that is said, I hear it. My ear is very, very sensitive. Okay. Also, my capacities. I'm not good in management, for example, and I have to deal with that. So I'm good in vision as a vision. I'm a very emotional person. Also, what people say about me affects me much. I'm sharing with you, Yani, that because you're a class, and I'm telling you, how these things affect you. So now I'm dealing with those things. I'm trying to see how I can get over them. Not they get the best out of me, like my emotional this emotional weakness I have. I don't want it to become to make me react a lot to certain things. So I'm holding myself. I'm training myself how not to reply right away and so on. So some people they have management skill, like they are leaders. Some people they are visionaries. Some people they are strategists. So when you know that, then you know your place exactly. So when I ask, then you know exactly who you are. Sometimes you don't know who you are. I did not know that I'm good in teaching. I was against that actually to be my job until I was like 23 or 24. I did not want to be a teacher. The last thing I wanted is to be a teacher. Actually, no, the last thing this is the one thing I didn't want to be. But then later on, I discovered that everybody telling me that I teach things nice, that I explain things, I draw images to people, I speak to them in a way that they can relate to. Then that was it. Some people said you are very sociable, and I was actually, when I was young, I was having this anxiety, stage fright, and social anxiety, and separation anxiety from my mom and my dad and all that. But I found that all of these things, they were just not me. So I found that I'm the complete opposite of that. So I want you to have this personality test. Then comes the learning test, learning style test. This learning style is like how you learn. It's based on your personality, by the way. It's based on that. How do you learn? There is a course called Learning How to Learn. Learn how to learn. It's a very good course. It's free online in a website called Coursera. Coursera. One word, Coursera.org, I think. And on Coursera, there are thousands and thousands of courses for free. Even they suggest to you like courses to take for free, like from big institutions like Harvard and Yale and MIT and Stanford and all of that. They're available online. They're available in different, portals and different, places. I took some of those courses and they were very beneficial. The courses, for example, it's finished, and at Harvard they don't teach it anymore, or they have like the new edition of it and so on. So the older ones that are available for free. Yeah. And there are also on Coursera, there are some courses, they're free, but if you want a certificate, then you pay like a minimal fee of $100 or something like that. And then you get certified. Even though this certificate is not accredited by educational institutions, universities, but it is recognized. See the difference between accredited by an educational institution and recognized by corporate. So a person can study like computer programming in Coursera for free, and then they can start their own business or whatever. But if they want to work for a company that they need a programmer, then you need a certificate. So you take that certificate from Coursera, and then you go there, and they'll recognize it, and they will hire you. So there are classes there, internal design classes, dental hygiene, just giving you random stuff, computer programming for beginners. You can study different things. So please, have that and take the class learning how to learn. It will teach you the skill of learning, a skill. Telling you like how we use the focused approach of learning, and there is a diffuse approach of learning. Before the khutbah al-Jum'ah, for example, I used to stress myself and what I'm going to say and go here and read there and this and that. So we do even before exams as a focused. So you have an aim and you don't want to distract yourself like you're there. I want everything to go away except I'm focusing here. Diffuse manner though is like you relax your brain completely. You relax your brain completely. That's why Leonardo da Vinci Salvador Dali, this crazy guy who used to paint stuff. And I think Albert Einstein, or I don't know who, but one of those scientists. Whenever they are thinking about something serious, they will just go there and take a nap. And they will hold something in their hand. Let's say I'm holding my phone or my keychain, or like they used to have those silver like balls in their hand. I sit like this, and I take a nap, thinking about that topic. But then my brain will relax, and then I'm going to go to sleep. So what's going to happen to this hand? It will drop, and the minute it drops, those things will clank, like make a sound that will wake me up. The minute I wake up, then okay, that's what I'm going to do now. So basically, relaxing your brain, it is opening all these channels to think about the topic. That's why they said that the main thing that you want to focus on, make it the last thing that you think about before you close your eyes at night, and it's the first thing that you think about when you wake up in the morning. That's why one of the styles of memorizing Quran is to read that page that you're memorizing a few times until you go to sleep. So once you go to sleep and you wake up in the morning, it is the first thing that comes to your head. So that memorization becomes, so actually all night long, your brain is like circling that thing in your head without you even feeling it. That's why people get like brilliant ideas about problems that they have all day long before they go to bed. So when they wake up in the morning, their mind is clear, said, okay, that's what I'm going to do today. Whether you know it or not, your subconscious was thinking about it all night long. But when your body is resting, you're not stressed. So basically, learning how to learn is a very good course. So I advise all of you to go ahead and take it. Right? Take about 10, 15 minutes every day from you for a few times. They make it in such a way in short videos, 5-minute, 6-minute videos, 8-minute videos. Listen to one of those every day. And then the readings that they have, just go through it. Also take a course in speed reading if you can. Speed reading is very good. So this way that you get through things fast. And it's science, it's proven science. That instead of going circular reading, like you go and you go back, I didn't understand that. That's what your brain playing tricks on you. Your eye and your brain alignment, they're playing tricks on you that you didn't get it. You actually got it. But you need to convince yourself with that. So yeah, it tells you how you train your eye to look at the center and then, read both and right and left at the same time. So basically, you are reading in blocks. And instead of going like left, right, then zzz, left, right, then zzz, left, right, then zzz, like a typewriter. That's waste of time, But basically, you're reading like this, going down. Okay. So basically, you are centering your eyes, and like you're driving, you're seeing the right and left, and then there's a blind spot. So same thing in the book in front of you, training your eye not to move. You are just seeing the whole line and training your eyes that how you make sense out of that line. Sometimes even if words are written in wrong spelling, you still read them right. Okay. And then you go down. So speed reading also is a course I advise you. If we're going to do that thing for next year, like training and mentorship. So learning how to learn, something that you need to know as a leader, as a trainer. Speed reading also, it will help you review material very fast, especially things that you do not need a lot of focus in reading. Just need to cover the material, get the gist of it, idea. So if I'm telling you, I want this is a 500 page, this is a 500 pages book, 500-page book, and you have 3 days to give me your opinion about it. I'm not expecting you to go and do critical analysis of every sentence and everything. No. What are you going to do? You're going to read the introduction, the table of content, and go chapter by chapter and get the main ideas. And you tell me, okay, this book, I think it's talking about such and such, and you'll be amazed, like how much you retain of that. Also, another thing I hope Sister Mariam are writing those notes. So besides learning how to learn in Coursera, speed reading, there is a guy, his name is Tony Bozan. He wrote a book about speed reading. That's like the father of speed reading, basically. And then you have also a very short introduction for the serious reader. This is how it is, very short introduction for the serious readers. I think it's done by Oxford University, and it is hundreds and hundreds of different topics. So if you want to learn about applied mathematics or particle physics, or chemistry, or trigonometry, or the history of English literature, or the conflict in the Middle East, they will give you a short introduction, but everything relating to that specific topic. So you go there, and like women movement, like feminism, they'll give you, about 100, 150 pages or so, something that you can read in 2 hours, basically, about everything about that topic. So sisters, when you follow these things I'm telling you now, Then you get from being just a student and was a listener, a passive listener, to somebody who can create an impact on the world. That is the civic engagement. That's the key word, making an impact on the world around you. And your world is like your husband and your children. This is the beginning of your world. If you do not have an impact on those, you cannot have an impact in the world. You'll be deceiving yourself. That's cheating. If someone thinks that they can affect the world, but they fail with their family, that's the biggest failure in the world. Even if you succeed with others, that's not success. I'm sorry. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, Ya alladhina amanu, you who believe, qu anfusakum, yourself, save yourselves, wa ahlikum, your families, from the hellfire, fire of hell. So what is the point of me as a sheikh saving everybody from hellfire? Then, I lose my family. You see? So basically, your world starts from your family. So to create an impact on your family. So what is this Wednesday? It's Wednesday class, but we are Tuesday now temporarily. But what is that class is helping you with to make an impact on your family? I'm going to be very bold here to say, and be straightforward. If the years that you've been with me in this class is not changing you as a woman, as a Muslimah, as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter, it's a waste of time. There has to be something that every single time we have that class that changes in you, that you take it, and your children has to see something different. Your husband has to see something different. You have to see yourself different, improving. Okay? The Sahaba of Rasulullah, when they sit with him every day, there's a new benefit. And it's not like I have to be the one who's sharing with you something new. No. You have to have that perception that today I am going to learn something new. And once you have that attitude, lots of new things that will keep popping. It's not the information only. It's the interaction, it's the way I mentioned something, it's the way I understood something, it's the aha moment, kind of. Those are the new things. And then you go and share it, and you develop how you're going to share it, how you're going to digest it and give it to your husband in a different way, from your daughter, from your son, from your mom, from your neighbor. Each one of them, you're going to give the same information, but in a way that relates to them. If I'm speaking to people in a university level and all of them are graduate students and teaching them about civic engagement, I have to have an academic approach, full of notes and references, and use a specific language and a logical approach and all of that. But when I'm speaking to undergraduate students who do not know what research is yet, then I have to be more direct, and I have to give them the knowledge in an easy to digest format. And if I'm giving it to lay people, it has to be even dumbed down even more. It has to be simplified even more. And if I'm giving it to children, I have to go down to their playful mind and innocent, self, and talk to them about it, and so on and so forth. So I have to know my audience, and I have to, but the knowledge is the same. So you have to do an impact. Civic engagement basically based on knowing who you are. Once you know your ability or capacity through the learning style and the personality tests, okay? Then after that, we decide what are my weaknesses and my strengths. Then after that, we're going to go to places like Coursera and so on and improve ourselves in the areas that we need improvement. We're going to take some speed reading classes, and then we are going to learn how to learn. And then we start reading and enriching ourselves by a very short introduction to serious readers. And then after that, which subjects that attracts you more. And now we're going to go read in-depth material. So, when you read about history or the conflict in the Middle East and the women's role in history and you said, you know what? History is my thing, or geography is my thing, or math is my thing. I'm going to see that, okay, everyday mathematical applications. So I want to take that approach and play with it and run with it and have fun with children, make math fun for children to learn, and I'm going to develop something about it. Well, good for you. Now you have to go and learn how to be a good math teacher for the children, or those who hate math, for example. I'm going to create something. That's how Khan Academy started. The Khan Academy, his story that he was doing it for his niece, simplifying math for her and science and everything. And then, people started taking those notes and they started progressing in school and started having higher grades and all of that. Then he said, why you don't do this? And he started doing that, but he needed the fund. Then he goes to Microsoft and Bill Gates sponsored him and he became Khan Academy. It's for free, the biggest free academy to teach people everything from, 1 + 1 = 2 to, that's very complicated mathematics and trigonometry and physics and chemistry and all of that. Yeah, so why not? Mm-hmm. So basically, this what I'm saying now is I'm preparing you. I'm giving you heads up for next year, right? So I hope that I took you through those steps. So when you hear civic engagement, who am I? Learning, personality test, learning style. Now you know who you are, weak points, strong points. Strong point, how I'm going to use them, weak point, how I'm going to strengthen them, how I'm going to change that. And how are we going to do that? Through knowledge. But before you go to knowledge, you have to learn how to learn. Okay, so then you are going to go to Coursera and see, learning how to learn, but then you see what are the courses that you're interested to take. Speed reading and all of that you need. Okay, and then after that, you're going to go to the Oxford, very short introduction, then, enrich your knowledge. Then you decide, based on your personality and based on your learning style, what is the topic that you love to read about it on daily basis without being bored or distracted. And that is your forte. And then when next year comes, then you will know exactly your role in the community. Then we talk about civic engagement. Then you're going to make an impact on people. That's the key word. I hope I give you a summary. So any questions so far? Or comment on that? Is it clear as a map in front of your head, in front of you, in your head? Is what I said now is like a clear map, roadmap for you?
So I don't think yes.
Yes.
It's the doing it. Doing it is the issue, right? Finding time to do it.
You are breaking up.
Through. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, alhamdulillah, yes, that gives a good overview or a plan to put it on the list to do it. So, alhamdulillah, thank you.
What is that? Anybody else? Anybody else need something? Sister Mariam? Sister Mariam, are you there? Do you take notes?
I think she may have.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. So did you take notes?
Yes, I've been taking.
Okay. So this is it for today. All right. I don't want to make it like harder, but as I said before you come, Sister Mariam, that Tuesday will be for a couple of more weeks only. And inshallah Rabbil Alameen, I am in the process of relocating close to Masjid Salam. So I hope this becomes an easier way for me, inshallah. So we'll go back to our Wednesday normal class, and will have lots of work, and you'll see lots of me around.
Inshallah. We're happy
Inshallah,
to hear that.
I'll be more, because commuting is actually have a huge toll on me. Like it's 30-minute drive, and I do it
Yes.
sometimes 2 and 3 times every day, back and forth.
Wow.
Yeah, in the morning, dropping the kids and going back, and then picking up the kids and going back, and then coming back to the masjid and going back. It's too much,
Oh, wow. MashaAllah. Yeah. Good
Yeah,
decision.
so basically I live in the car. Yeah, like everybody telling me, Sheikh, you're doing your counseling, your fatwas and everything while you're driving. Are you always driving? I said, yeah, exactly. Half of my life is driving. So inshallah, this is going to change. So make dua for me, please, sisters. Please make dua for me that Allah make it easy for me. That it's my dream to be close to the masjid, and I'm looking at a few places, and inshallah will be close to the masjid. And yeah, this is my dream, me and my family, to be in the masjid every day. So inshallah, once this happened, then we'll go back to normal life, inshallah.
May Allah put barakah in your move, inshallah, and your new home.
And please, Sister Maryam, have those 3 things I mentioned about the tests, the Coursera, the speed reading, and the short introduction, and give those links to, and if you cannot find, let me know and I'll send them to you, inshallah.
Inshallah, I'll find.
Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.